So we are going to consider the time reversal invariance. So actually what we are doing is you changes t into minus t. Okay. So what happens? We have already learned that time is, there is something different for time from all other variables. Time is, can you go into past? If you change t into minus t, what happens is you are going into the past. So that is normally impossible for the time being. For the present physics, we cannot go back into time, even though there are some films which are time machine like that. Some films are there. So this is very important idea. Time only goes forward direction. So but similar to space, you can put the t equal to minus t also. So you have to treat both space and time in equal weights according to special theory of relativity. So you can put the t, theoretically you can put t into minus t. Then what happens? Okay. What happens to the position coordinate, position vector r? Is there any change for r? No change. So you do, let us call this operator as tau operator. Okay. So tau operator, you do the unitary transformation or similarity transformation with the tau dagger. R is at the center, so you should get the same R. No change for R. Okay. Now what happens to velocity? Velocity, we have dr by dt, so t changes sign. So velocity changes sign, so that momentum becomes, velocity is dr by dt, t becomes minus t. So that becomes tau p, tau dagger equal to minus p. Momentum changes sign or velocity changes sign. Okay. So what happens is, I will tell, if you theoretically do the time reversal, what happens is, suppose particle was initially moving to this direction. Okay, particle was moving in this direction. When you do the, after time translation, time reversal, particle goes back with at the same position. At the same position, r has no change. So immediately particle starts to move in the opposite direction, or in time. This is time. Okay. So that is why this is known as this is an impossible for the time being. So the operator is actually not a unitary operator, but a anti-unitary operation. So unitary operations, we can perform all these things, but anti-unitary means, so if it is a scalar, what happens if it is a scalar? So tau is the time reversal operator. So what happens to the scalar in the case of anti-unitary operation? Scalar changes sign. Okay, scalar operator changes sign. So just compare with the previous operations. So tau is the time reversal operator, which is anti-unitary. Okay. Now, as before, we can write with the same or similar arguments tau square. Earlier we wrote p square or up square as e to the power of minus I delta. So here tau square you can write it as e to the power of I, that will be gamma, I gamma. Okay, so in this way you can define, from using this property you can define the operator, anti-unitary operator. This is not unitary operator, anti-unitary operator you can define in this way. Now the question is, what happens to the wave function after time reversal? Okay, so question is, if psi is a function of r and t, if you do the time reversal, is it psi of r minus t? Answer is no. This is wrong. You cannot simply change t into minus t. That is wrong. So to check that, what is the actual form of this wave function after time reversal? So consider a system with Hamiltonian H. So H remains invariant under time reversal. So you can write tau H tau dagger equal to H itself. So this leads to the commutation relation. You multiply with tau on the right side, both sides. So tau dagger tau becomes 1. So tau H equal to H tau, or that you can write it as commutation tau H equal to 0. Commutation tau H equal to 0. Now consider the Schrodinger equation, which is IH cross dou by dou t of psi of RT equal to H psi of RT. This is the normal Schrodinger equation. The state is represented by wave function psi of RT. Now you replace simply t by minus t, put t into minus t, then see what happens. So IH cross this t becomes minus t, so dt becomes minus dt, so a minus sign will come here. Now dou by dou t of psi of r minus t. Okay, so minus sign comes from this dt and minus t equal to h psi of r minus t. Simply replace t by minus t and see, let us see what happens. This is the result we obtain. Okay, now let tau is acting on this Schrodinger equation. What happens? Tau is acting on this equation. So let tau is acting on this equation, Schrodinger equation. Result is IH cross tau goes inside. So dou by dou t of tau psi of RT. Tau is acting on psi of RT equal to tau is acting on H, but that is same as H tau. From this relation, commutation relation, tau H equal to H tau. So tau H you can replace as H tau, acting on psi of RT. Okay. Now you compare these two relations. Compare these two relations. Okay. So you can't compare these two relations. Then you cannot write tau acting on psi of RT as not equal to psi of R minus T. Okay, because there is a minus sign here. You cannot simply compare these equations and equate and write like, you cannot write equality here because there is a minus sign here. Okay, then you have to do one thing. You take the complex conjugate of this equation. Complex conjugate of this equation. So minus I becomes plus I, IH cross dou by dou T of psi star R minus T equal to H psi star R minus T. So H is real. So now you can compare these two equations. Okay. So minus sign goes, IH cross is same. So dou by dou T same. Okay. So you can write this tau acting on psi of RT as psi star R of minus T. Just to compare now these two equations. So you can write as tau acting on psi of RT. This tau is actually the time reversal operator. So tau acting on psi of RT is psi star R minus T. Okay, so this is wrong, but this is true. So tau psi of RT is not psi of R minus T, it is psi star R minus T. You have to take the complex conjugate also. This is reasonable because this is a tau is actually anti-unitary operator. So you have to take the complex conjugate also. Okay. So tau acting on psi of RT, you get the time reversed wave function. So time reversed wave function is psi star R of R comma T minus T. So this you can simply write in another way. Simply you now this tau, or I will use another tool. So from this you can write tau operator as a unitary operator followed by a conjugation operation. So this is a conjugation operation. Conjugation means you take the complex conjugate. So Kc is the capital Kc is the complex conjugate operator, or we say conjugate operator. So tau you can define like this: a unitary operator followed by a conjugation operator, a product of U and Kc. So that becomes, so the U becomes anti-unitary because this complex conjugation is always assured. So tau becomes anti-unitary. Okay. So these are the some of the ideas. So actually, this does not lead to any conservation loss, as we told earlier. So time reversal does not lead to any conservation loss. But I told you previously that this can lead to some of the uh, arrival of some of the selection rules. If you study this time reversal operation and the unitary operation, so you will get some selection rules which are very useful in predicting some of the phenomena. Okay.